And welcome to Howard P. Spangenberg Stadium. James Gomez with you. We are at Centaurs High School as we are gearing up for the 4A semifinals here in the state of Colorado. A very good Saturday afternoon to you. A little bit of a breeze coming out on a very cloudy afternoon as Monarch and Pueblo West get set to kick off for the right to move on to the state championship game in Denver, Colorado at Sports Authority Field. So we've got Pueblo West and Monarch meeting up today. Kickoff just moments away as the national anthem has just wrapped up. Pueblo West getting here by defeating Pueblo West High School 35-10. Then they took on Windsor. That was a win as well. 50-27. What a game that was. I'm sorry, the round one was Pueblo West versus Loveland. They won 35-10 in round one here in the playoffs. And, of course, round two, the come-from-behind victory against Windsor, 50-27. And then Pueblo West finds their way right here in the semifinals to take on Monarch. Monarch getting started with Falcon High School. That was a victory, 24-14. Then it was Vista Ridge, another win there, 28-21. And now, of course, Monarch meeting Pueblo West. Pueblo West, the Cyclones, led by Coach Monty Pinkerton. They will be the designated visiting team today. As far as Monarch, the Coyotes, they are 11-1 coming in from the Mountain League. And 5-0 in league play. Pueblo West coming in undefeated, 12-0, 7-0 in league play. So both teams coming out of the gate right now. Pueblo West will be in the road white jerseys. They'll have their P on their helmet with their Carolina blue logo with the black pants. And, of course, white jerseys. Monarch coming out with the black Vegas gold and silver. They'll have their home black jerseys and pants coming out onto the stadium. Some notes to pass along your direction. Of course, Pueblo West coming in undefeated, 12-0. Monarch at 11-1. Both programs could return to the state championship game for the first time since 2007. Pueblo West beat Monarch 21-14 for the title back then. So a bit of an important rematch that we have going on. Monarch, 2 championship game appearances and 1 championship. That was back in 2002. Pueblo West 2007 appearance and win was the only time that program has been to the state championship. Take a look at starting lineups, and I do have the starting lineups for Pueblo West. Real quick, as the captains are getting set to meet up here, I'll go over those Pueblo West starting lineups for you here. At the tackle position, we'll start with the offensive line. Keith Head, the senior Diego Rojas is the guard. Center Joe Baca, junior Cody Ortiz, guard, and tackle Brett Ryder, junior. In the backfield, Cameron Clough, number 23, halfback. He is a junior. Also, Austin Bass, a fullback, number 25, senior. Quarterback, Zach Drury, a junior, number 12. And a name you're going to hear quite a bit, Derek Jackson, the tailback. He is a senior, and he will get a ton of carries today. Of course, more about him later on. Number 85 is the tight end, Joe Mendocino. He is a senior. On the defensive side of the football for Pueblo West, defensive end Joe Baca is a senior. Both sides for Joe Baca. Marcel Estes is a senior. He's on the defensive tackle position. Right next to him, Trevor Encinias, a junior, and defensive end Diego Rojas, a senior. And the linebacking core, Jacob Torres is back there at number 7. Austin Bass, an inside linebacker with Brandon Summer, a sophomore. Peter Ward, an outside linebacker, number 87, senior. And then in the defensive backfield, Braden Berry, Cameron Berry, Brock Wallart. So both captains set at midfield. Again, it's a pretty cloudy day today. We do have a fairly strong breeze that can pick up at times, but it has been, I wouldn't say it's been too strong, but it can pick up. So we'll see if that has any effect on the game today. Both captains meeting right there at midfield on the 50-yard line. And we are just moments away from kicking off. one common opponent between both of these teams, Montrose, this year. Pueblo West beat Montrose 20-19 back on September 14. Monarch won that game as well, 28-12, a couple weeks later. Both these teams, I think you can expect a heavy dose of running the football. Both these teams like to keep it on the ground. Of course, Monarch is a team that I think will spread it out a little bit more between their running backs, whereas Pueblo West, they really like to hand the ball off quite a bit to Derek Jackson, and a very talented back he is. 3,149 rushing yards on the season, 384 yards and on 45 carries in the win last week. So Jackson, extremely talented, and he is a player that I think that Monarch, there's no doubt about it, they are going to have their eyes on him every single snap because they will feed Jackson the football. It'll be interesting to see what Monarch does to try and get that Pueblo West team away from giving Dexter Jackson the football, but so far very few teams have been able to even contain Jackson. As I said, 384 yards on those 45 carries last week. Now he's only a yard behind the 3 spot on Colorado's season record rushing list. That's it. He's got, as I said, 3,149 for the season and 686 yards so far in the postseason. Monarch coming out. You can hear the Monarch crowd there, excited, cheering them on as the Coyotes in their all-black uniforms run to the sideline. Pueblo West gearing up on the opposite side of the field. The near side will be Monarch. The far side will be Pueblo West, the visitors today. Monarch had a 28-0 lead last week against Vista Ridge. It ended up 28-21, so they held on to that victory. Ethan Marks, 149 yards in the victory, but he had some leg cramps, so he had to leave early. So we'll see if injuries play a part at all in Marks playing. He is on the field right now as the Monarch offense, at least the Monarch team, is getting set to get this game underway. They're getting formed up here. We should have kickoff coming away in just a moment. Pueblo West, some final words there. And now they're trotting out to the field. So we're just about to get underway here in the 4A semifinals, Pueblo West and Monarch. And this is it. Winner goes on to the state championship in Sports Authority Field. Ball is being placed now at the 40-yard line. Brandon Summer, the place kicker for Pueblo West, getting set. He'll place the football down at the 40. And one thing to note here for Pueblo West, they will almost assuredly do an onside kick. So that'll be an interesting situation here as this game unfolds, because Pueblo West, very aggressive. They onside kick it just about every single kickoff, and it looks that's exactly like we have coming up here as they are lining up. Now both teams will now switch to the far side of the field, fake by Summer, and looks like we're getting ready to get started here. And we are underway in the 4A semifinals. Onside kick. It looks like it was covered up by the Coyotes, and they'll get the ball right at the 50-yard line. And so Monarch will get possession and excellent field position to work with, as they'll have half a field to navigate. Monarch quarterback today, Cole Watson, the senior. 10 of 20 so far, 5 touchdowns and an interception. But again, this is a team that loves to run the football. Marks, number 7 at the tailback position. You see him trotting out. Burbank as well, number 4. You might hear his name just a little bit as well. Dylan Glazer in the backfield, tight formation, right behind Watson, and the give right away to Marks, and he'll take it down for about 3 yards or so. So we'll have second down and just about 7 yards to go for the first. I think one thing you can expect in today's ball game is a quick pace, a lot of running of the football. Both teams trying to keep it on the ground. Here we go again. There's Marks again. Another carry, and nothing happened in that time. Pueblo West defense all over. Looks like he might have lost a yard. So 3rd down and 9. So right off the bat, Pueblo West put Monarch in an ugly position where they're going to have to go 9 yards for a first. That'll take him out of their comfort zone. There's Marks. He'll take a toss, and he'll go off to the right side, and maybe a yard, if that. 4th down for the Coyotes. So just like that, interesting situation. And it looks like we will have a punt attempt. Smart play, just going to try and play field position here is Monarch. There's the punt, high and deep, and it'll be right out of bounds. It'll go through, I think that went through the end zone. As Peter Ward looked at it, go right by him. He'll just let that one go back, and now we'll see where this ball is placed. It'll be right at the 20, so yes, it will be. So we'll have that touchback. Pueblo West and that very dangerous offense getting sent. Derek Jackson, the running back, you're going to hear his name quite a bit. They love to feed him the football. An excellent tailback, very talented, and this guy averaging over 10 yards a carry. He'll get the toss to the near side, takes it inside a step, still fighting, and he'll be close to a first down. Speed, power, and right across the 30-yard line, and that will be a first down for Jackson, just like that, 11 yards. So 1st and 10, and Monarch realizing right away it's one thing to watch Dexter Jackson on tape, another thing to try to stop him in person. Monarch will put 4 on the line. Like to run a 4-4, plenty of linebackers in space, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Give right up the middle. Monarch's defense will not allow anything happening. And 2nd down and 10. Jury, the quarterback for Pueblo West. He'll run the ball as well. 580 yards in the air, but 821 on the ground. I formation for Pueblo West in motion. And that near side will take the sweep, and that was Cameron Clough on the carry there. And he might have inched out a couple there. We'll give him about 4 yards on that. So now 3rd down and roughly about 6. I think it'll be officially 7 for Pueblo West. And all of a sudden, Monarch with a chance to get that football back. 0-2-0 is the score in the first quarter here for a semifinals. About 8:30 left to go in that first frame. Back to pass is Drury. He'll roll to his right. Ball is tipped and almost intercepted. That one was really close as Connor Fitzgerald kind of played with it in the air. Could not bring it down. Pass is incomplete. And it looks like Pueblo West, the Cyclones, will be forced to punt the football away. So Summers is back at the 20-yard line. And Logan Sewell will be back to receive it. He's standing at the 30. The punt attempt is a line drive, and it'll go to that near side, and it'll roll down to the 25. Still rolling on a Pueblo West roll down to about the 24. So Pueblo West, not the prettiest of punts, but it does the job, as Monarch is going to have plenty of field to work with now in front of them as they get the ball for their second attempt. So Monarch had the ball first, could not do anything with it, a 3-and-out. Pueblo West got a first down on the carry by Jackson. Weren't able to do anything after that. So once again, Monarch's offense will hand right off to Marks, and he is buried underneath a sea of Cyclone defenders. Maybe a couple yards for Marks on the carry. Marks coming into the game over 1,000 yards, 11:06, and 8.5 a carry. But so far, not much happening on this Pueblo West defense. Very tight formation, Maryland eye, and play action fake. Rolling off to his right is Watson. He'll find a receiver down at the 35, and I believe that is a reception. And that should be good enough for a first down. That'll move the sticks. Marks all alone in the backfield. Watson tosses it right to him. He'll make one move. Make a man miss. Take it down inside the 40-yard line. Right about to the 41. And so a solid carry on first down. That'll give him about 6 yards. Watson jogging to the sideline, getting a quick call, and he'll run back to the huddle. So 2nd and 4, Monarch getting their first down just a second ago, trying to get that second. Once again, all alone in the backfield is Marks. He'll get another toss straight up the gut. That'll be first down territory close to the 50. Monarch starting to move the football. This is exactly where they live, letting Marks take care of it. But you got to keep your eye on some of these other guys as well. Burbernack will take that football. Watson capable of getting yards on the ground as well. Only one receiver down to the near side. Snap. Another toss right back to Marks. He takes it off to that near side corner, gets it, and he'll run for about 6 yards this time. Coyotes getting yards in chunks now. The Pueblo West 45 is where the football sits exactly. Under center, Watson. Another toss, Marks right up the middle, getting a good push from that offensive line. First down. Sitting on the 40-yard line now. 1st and 10 for Monarch. Early success here for them. Maryland eye again. Marks another carry straight up the middle. He'll fall forward for maybe about 3. Pueblo West has everyone bunched into the box there, and a quarterback keeper by Watson. He'll take it right over the line of scrimmage and fall forward for maybe a couple more. 3rd down and roughly around 4 yards to go. I think that's 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. They need the 30-yard line. Ball sitting at the 35 right now. So Monarch trying to get to the 30. 5 yards will get them the first. Here on 3rd down, Pueblo West defense getting pushed back. This is an opportunity for them to force Monarch to a 4th. Toss and right up the middle, and that'll be a first down. Excellent run by number 34 for Monarch, and that is Logan Sewell, the sophomore. 29 carries on the air, 292 yards on the season. Sewell with a big first down. 1st and 10. Sewell gets the toss again, trying to get off to that right side of the field and chased down by the Pueblo defenders. Nowhere to go. Second down, Marks will run back into the huddle. You got to think they're looking at Marks right now. There's the snap. Watson, toss to Marks. He'll go straight up the middle, finding room to run, and tackled right inside the 20. 3rd and short is what we've got set up for. And we are looking at maybe just a foot for that first down. And we've got a player, I believe, down for Pueblo West. I think he's going to have to hobble off the field. That'll be Trevor Insanius. A little bit shaken up. He'll go to the sideline. Only 3rd and 1. Here we go, back in that I formation. Marks up the middle. Plenty of room. He's all alone. Touchdown as he breaks through. And Monarch will be the first to score in the 4A semifinal. That drive, mostly all marks. A little bit of Sewell, but that Monarch offensive line asserting themselves on that Pueblo West defense. And a physical drive by Monarch. And here's the extra point attempt to make it a 7-0 ball game. A little bit of movement, snap, and we've got a flag. Jamie Fallon out as the place kicker for Monarch, set to kick that extra point. And we're all set again. 6-0 Monarch trying to make it a 7. There's the snap and the kick, and that will be an easy extra point. That's good. 7-0 Monarch on top early on. We're in the first quarter. 4:10 to go in the 4A semifinals. This game on Chats TV today brought to you by College in Colorado. Our championship coverage presented in part by College in Colorado. Our higher education is the key to a student's future. From improved salaries to unique experiences and greater life choices, collegeincolorado.org can help your student create a lifelong plan and explore their dreams for the future. That's collegeincolorado.org. Monarch moving down the field on the ground as they love to do. A lot of that was Marks. He ended up getting the touchdown. And Monarch set to kick off now. The ball's getting placed right at the 40-yard line. Pueblo West has had one possession so far, and they were able to get a first down out of it, but that was it before they had to punt. So Fallon set to kick off. And this will go straight into the end zone. Clough will watch it go right over his head and back behind the end zone, as no chance for Pueblo West to return. Pueblo West will huddle up as they've got 80 yards between themselves and a chance to tie this ball game up here early on. We are in Centaurs High School for the 4A semis. And the first give right away to Jackson, met right at the line of scrimmage, and he'll be pushed back. Solid defense there by Monarch. Second down and about 10 to go. Jury back from the sideline with a player relays it to his teammates as they get set to take only one wide receiver off to that far side. I formation. Jury gives it right to Jackson again. Up the middle, he'll see some room. And now he's all alone to the 40, down to the 50-yard line. It's a foot chase down to the 30. Inside to the 20-yard line. Will anyone get him? No. Count it. Touchdown. An 80-yard trot by Derek Jackson. And just like that, it's 7-6. And he's the weapon for Pueblo West. They love to use him constantly, and you can see why. Over 10 yards of carries. The average coming in just gets a ton of yards every single game. And just like that, an 80-yard touchdown run. And there's the extra point blocked. Summers couldn't get it past the line of scrimmage as that ball was blocked. Someone got a hand on it. And so it'll be a 7-6 ball game off the blocked extra points. .320 to go in the first quarter here at Centaurus High School, Howard P. Spangenberg Stadium. Cloudy day today. It is a overcast day, a little bit cool. Could be a lot worse weather-wise, and a little bit windy, but both these teams like to keep the ball on the ground, so I don't think we'll see that much of a factor as far as the weather goes. But we just witnessed what Derek Jackson can do. So fast. And not just the speed, but the ability to break tackles and then get to the open field. And once he does that, he's almost impossible to catch. And that was the case as he outran the entire Monarch defense. You've got to keep him in front of you. You've got to get him down and get him down quick. And Monarch just found out the reason that everyone's looking at this Dexter Jackson kid is one of the best running backs in the state. As far as yards go, no other running back in the state of Colorado has amassed as many as Dexter has. And he has just surpassed that 1 yard he needed for sure today. There's the onside kick down to the 50-yard line. I think Pueblo West got it. They're signaling that they've got it. I'm waiting for the official to make a ruling here. Monarch trying to say they had the ball and it was down, or I believe, or didn't go far enough. It's got to go at least 10. We'll see what the ruling is. Officials talking about it. Standing at midfield. If Pueblo West gets this football back, that would be a huge break for them. And the ruling is that Pueblo West will retain the football. So the Cyclones will get 2 possessions, and once again, that Monarch defense will go back on the field. They're going to place the football at the 48 of Pueblo West. So now Drury under center. Tight formation, here we go. They give to Jackson. He'll find a little bit of space as he runs forward for about 3. And anytime you can keep Jackson to 3 yards, just consider that a victory. 7-6 is the score. Monarch on top. They just had a long drive for a touchdown and the extra point. Pueblo West, an 80-yard run by Jackson. Extra point was blocked. Onside kick. They've got the football once again. One receiver to the near side. Toss to Jackson on that far side. He'll go up and he'll bust forward to about the 41 into Monarch territory, so he might be just a yard shy of the first. And that's kind of where they'll be. Third and about maybe a yard and a half now. Clock still rolling, 2.5 left in the first period. Jerry back under center. Right up the middle to Jackson. He'll find a seam and get a first down easy as he busts forward for about 6 yards on the play. Pueblo West just moving the football now. And if you're Monarch, you want to just keep everything in front of you. Jackson's so fast, the ability to come up with a big play at any minute. You just want to keep him in front of you if you can and tackle him before he gets any sort of open field. So a 1st and 10 now for Pueblo West. Give up to the fullback and he'll push forward for maybe a couple. And that was Bass, I believe. He's kind of their change of pace guy. As I said, 556 yards coming in, 8 touchdowns on the season, 86 carries, but don't let him fool you. He's averaging about 6.47 a carry, so he can pick up some yards himself. Now 1:20 to go left in the first. Second down and 9 easy. And once again, Bass will take it up the middle of the field, right up the gut of the defense, and he'll get about maybe 3 yards this time. So Jackson getting a bit of a rest as Bass gets consecutive carries, and now we're under a minute to go left here in the first quarter. Clock winding down. 7-6 the score. Third down for Pueblo West. They're looking at 7 yards for the first. Ball's on the Monarch at 34.5. Drury under center. Play action fake. He'll roll off to his left. Looking for a man. Got it. Near side, first down territory. Mendocino first down on the reception. That'll take him inside the 25. When you're got all that attention on Jackson, Bass, the ability for him right up the middle, that play action fake can work. And Pueblo West, not a team that likes to throw the football a lot, but when they do, they can sure make it tough on you because you're so worried about that run. I formation and toss near side. Here's Jackson making the first man miss, and he'll get taken down by number 24, and that was Colin Hart that got him. But not before Jackson's able to move the football about 4 yards onto that near side hash mark. 10 seconds to go. That might be the last play here. The first quarter clock is winding down, and it looks like that's where we're going to sit. After 1 quarter of play in the 4A semis, it is Monarch 7 and Pueblo West 6, with Pueblo West driving. And we'll be back in just a moment. I'm James Gomez for CHSAA TV. You're watching the 4A semifinals. James Gomez back with you on a Saturday afternoon. Pueblo West driving, just about to get that second quarter underway here in the 4A semis. And on second down, a play action fake. It'll be taken by Drury. He'll move forward for close to about another 6 yards on the carry. Drury, another name at the quarterback position that can run the football for Pueblo West. So they have got plenty of weapons in that backfield. We've seen plenty of them already. Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown rush in the first quarter. Marks had a 20-yarder for Monarch, and the blocked extra point by Monarch has a 7-6 ball game. So Pueblo West trailing, but they are driving. Fake handoff, and it'll be right up the gut with Bass, and he'll move forward for a first down inside the 10-yard line. Pueblo West getting close to taking the lead. So first and goal to go with the ball on the 9-yard line. Drury with the play. Running off the field for Monarch is Josh Hurst. He'll be replaced by Cody Powers running back onto the defensive line. Monarch's defense trying to find a way to keep Pueblo West out of the end zone, or at least slow them down. So far, they've been getting yards and chunks in this drive. And the give right up the middle again will be Bass, and he'll get close to the 5. Second quarter of the 4A semis, Pueblo West and Monarch. Winner moves on to the state championship game where they will play the winner of Denver South and Mesa Ridge. Second down and goal from about the 8-yard line of Monarch. I formation, toss, Jackson, far side. He's chased down. What a tackle. Excellent job by Peter Mitchell getting in the backfield and hitting up Jackson with a loss. Excellent tackle and read by the junior. So third and goal, ball will be pushed back down to the 11-yard line. Again, not where Pueblo West likes to live. They're a running team, third and short. That's what they want to see. So a third down and goal with about 11 to get into the end zone is not their comfort zone. It'll be Jackson. He'll be met by that Monarch defense at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be led by Josh Sanders. Fourth down for the Cyclones. 9:40 to go before the half. Summers will come out as the place kicker for Pueblo West. And keep in mind now, the extra point from Pueblo West's touchdown was blocked. 2 of 3 field goals here on the season. Got to watch for a fake. Summers will do a line drive field goal attempt, and it'll be wide left. Monarch defense holds without giving up any points. Huge stand right there by the Coyotes as they still have the lead, and they'll be getting the football back. What a moment that was. So when it looked like Pueblo West was going to steal that momentum away, keep in mind, after that 80-yard touchdown run by Jackson, they got the onside kick and started moving right down the field. So Monarch stealing a little bit of momentum. Marks will take the football right up the middle, into the secondary, down to the 30-yard line. That'll be close to a first. It'll be second, and I'm thinking it looks like inches to me. They just need the 30, and they're just maybe 6 inches shy of that. We'll see if we do a quarterback sneak here. No. To give Marks again up the middle. He'll get the first down easily as he pulls forward for about 3. So Monarch now with another first down. Both these teams so evenly matched coming into this football game. All those little things, the little mistakes could make the difference, and that stop there by Monarch's defense was huge. Marks another carry. He'll move forward for around 4 yards there, so second down and roughly about 6. Just inside their own 40. Watson still under center. Fullback right behind him. He'll pull forward for a quarterback sneak. He'll push it down to the 40-yard line. Maybe just a bit shy of that. Third and about 5. 8 minutes exactly left until we hit the half. A 7-6 lead for Monarch here in the 4A semifinals. Three-back set. The toss to Marks up the middle. He's met by the Pueblo West defense. He might get a yard, if that. So we'll have a 4th down with a bit of a decision to make here for Monarch. I think they're going to like. I think they'd like to punt the football. But we'll see what exactly they decide to do here. This will be interesting. The ball is on the Monarch side of the field. It looks like the offense is still out there. They're talking it over. 4th down, and they have 3 up on the scoreboard. Now it's 1. So it's 4th and 1, and Monarch's going to go for it. I formation, under center. Marks has it. He'll push forward. It'll be close. It'll be close depending on where the line judges are running in. I think he might have got it. He needed the 48. He got to the 49. Huge first down for Monarch and a bit of a gamble, but it pays off, and they'll keep the chains moving. Under 7 minutes to go here till the half. Monarch a 7-6 lead. Watson back under center. Marks another carry up the middle. And about 4 yards again for Marks. And this is kind of what we've been seeing from Monarch today. A lot of 4-yard carries, 6, 3. Pueblo West doing a good job for the most part of keeping Monarch in front of them. And that talented back in Marks. Play action fake. Pass will be to the near side. That'll be completed. And I think that was Pape that had the reception right at around the 49. So once again, 3rd down, and this will be just inside of a yard for Monarch. And they already shown that they're going to go for it inside their own territory, right at midfield. You got to think this is 4-down territory. So 3rd and 1, bunched up formation. Marks goes in motion. Then he's back in that. And timeout, I believe, called by Watson. So that'll stop the clock at 5:48. Monarch calls a timeout. They're going to talk it over. Adams State University celebrates the diverse student population, academic excellence, and athletic success. ASU is focused on treating each student as a unique individual with the potential to positively contribute to their community, nation, and the world. For more information, visit adams.edu. That's adams.edu. Got ourselves a tight ball game so far in the first half. 5:48 to go before halftime. Monarch and Pueblo West here in the 4A semifinals. James Gomez with you on a cloudy and a little bit chilly Saturday afternoon, but it's still a perfect afternoon for football as we just had a slight breeze, but that's really about it. And this time of year, you know, it can always be pretty ugly. We're broadcasting today from Lafayette, Colorado here at Monarch High School. Good crowd by each program showing up today. 3rd down, and looks like they have a 3rd down and 6 now. Toss will be Marks trying to find a little bit of room on that near side. He'll be met by the Pueblo West defense, maybe a yard. So 4th and 5 to go. This will be a little bit more of a decision to make, I think, but it looks like Monarch's going to go for it. Not much of a decision, I guess, at all. Right at the 50-yard line. Watson under center. Nope. Got a shotgun formation. And he will just do a very high punt. I mean, this thing is skied up straight up in the air. It only moves forward maybe about 5 yards or so and bounces backwards. But it might have went out of bounds first on the bounce because that might be a net punt of about 5 yards. So I know Watson wanted to get plenty of air underneath the football. But he definitely got a lot more air than forward trajectory as that ball may have went forward about 5 yards on the punt. So it'll go out of bounds at right about the 44 of Pueblo West. So the Cyclones get the football back with an excellent opportunity to take the lead here with 5 minutes to go before the half. Pueblo West back in on offense. Dexter Jackson deep. He'll take the football and he won't get anywhere. Another solid job by Monarch on the run defense. And they'll keep Jackson from moving that football past the line of scrimmage much. Maybe just about a yard, if that. should see a fairly quick football game, as I said before, and as you've seen, both these teams love to run the football. Keep that clock moving. One wide receiver to the top side of the field. Toss to Jackson. He'll find some room to that far side. He'll get a first down, and he'll be dragged down inside Monarch territory around the 45. First down, Cyclones. And that time, Jackson had just enough for the first. Substitution made by Monarch. Philip Bubernak coming back off the field. Pueblo West breaks out of the huddle. Diamond formation right around a shotgun, and it'll be a give, and I believe that will be Bass that'll take it, and it is going back to Jackson on the fake. And Monarch wasn't biting. It fooled me, but it didn't fool Monarch. That'll be a loss of about 5. Well done by the Monarch defense that time. Didn't buy the fake and wrapped up Jackson in the backfield. So now second down and 15 yards to go. So the ball is right inside the 50-yard line on the Pueblo West side. Another shotgun formation. Jackson will get the ball this time right up the middle. He'll get forward for about 7 yards. He'll get a lot of that back. Third down coming up in long. It's like 3rd and 9. Just old school football here. Both teams just playing smash mouth. Everyone bunched up into the box. 9-man boxes, 10-man boxes. But now 3rd down and 9. We'll see what Pueblo West does. They might have to open it up just a bit as Monarch cheats back on defense. Back to pass out of the shotgun. This will be right up the middle and incomplete, just over the head of Ward. So now 4th and 9. Pueblo West so aggressive. We'll see if they decide to punt it this time and play field position. With a 7-6 ball game, you think they might want to do that and just put Monarch deep in their own territory. Summers back, standing now around his 40-yard line. Looks like they will try and punt the football. Drury is out there as the up back. Counting the men. He's gone 11. Here we go. 4th down snap right to Summers. He'll kick it from about the 45. Line drive, angling down towards that near side corner. And they'll place the football inside the 15-yard line. So Monarch will play field position, or Pueblo West will play field position rather, and Monarch's going to have a little ways to go as the ball is placed on the 13-yard line. Our state championship coverage is provided in part by Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. Will be there the day you buy your first car, the day your first child is born, the day you file your first claim. We'll be there to make sure your insurance coverage keeps up with all the changes in your life. Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance, get real coverage. So Monarch back on offense. Marks the lone back, and it'll be a give up the middle right to number 40, the fullback, and that is Dylan Glazier, the senior. Glazier moves the pile forward for a couple. 2:12 to go. And I think we got a timeout called here. I think Pueblo West wants to talk it over. Coach Monty Pinkerton with some words for his Pueblo West defense. So both teams are able to get a touchdown in the first quarter. Ethan Marks had the touchdown for Monarch on about a 20-yard run. Then Pueblo West, Derek Jackson, like he does so often, with a long touchdown, 80 yards, as the Cyclones answer. Extra point was blocked. They go for the onside kick, get it, move all the way down the field before finally being stopped by Monarch, and then a missed field goal attempt. And Monarch now on second down, back on offense, and it'll be Marks with the toss up the middle. He'll get past the 20-yard line, giving them a 3rd and short. On 3rd down, Marks again finds some room on the near side, but he's tackled at about the 25, and that should be enough for a first. You can hear the Monarch crowd celebrating, and it is. Clock rolling down now to about 1:43. And a face mask call on Pueblo West will tack on another 5. So the ball is at the 30, so definitely a lot of real estate in front of Monarch here before the half runs out on them. They only got 1:40 left to work with. And the way Monarch's been driving the football, it's been time-consuming. One receiver to the far side, Marks in the backfield. He'll take the give right up the middle, and he runs right into number 75, Estes. And he'll be brought down after about 2 yards on that carry. So clock still moving. You got to think Monarch's probably happy with a 7-6 lead. I know they like to get a little bit more, but I think first and foremost, they don't want to risk anything at this point. You don't want to give Pueblo West any sort of chance, momentum, or a short field to work with right before the half. You got a lead, you want to take it. Marks again takes the toss up the middle and maybe another 2 yards. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Timeout called by Pueblo West. They like to see a little bit of time on the clock, I'm sure, if they do get the football back. 44.9 is where he said exactly. 7-6, Monarch has the lead. Ball is on the 35-yard line. Welcome everyone watching us on CHSAA TV today. James Gomez with you on, it's been a mostly overcast Saturday. It's been that way pretty much all day today into the afternoon. A little bit chilly, a little bit of a breeze, but so far pretty good football weather. Just perfect for this 4A semifinal game. Winner moving on to state championship. The loser season will end right here at St. Horace High School. So 3rd down and 5 yards to go. Monarch like to see a first down to keep that clock moving, get to halftime. Pueblo West trying to get the football back before the end of the first half. Under center is Watson, and another timeout, I believe, called. And this time, Monarch wants to talk it over. So Monarch got to see the way Pueblo West was going to set up defensively. They got to take a look at that. Now they get to call a timeout and get things figured out on their side of the football. Preseason, Monarch was the number 1 team in 4A. Pueblo West was the 10th ranked team in 4A. So both these squads, plenty of preseason expectations, and so far they have definitely met them. Only one loss for Monarch this year. They're 11-1. And that one loss was at Wheat Ridge. Otherwise, they've been perfect, and Pueblo West yet to lose a football game this year. Both teams back out on that 35-yard line of Monarch. It looks like we're finally getting a snap here. 3rd down and 5. The snap. The give to Marks, trying to find room on that near side of the field as he runs to his right, and he won't get anything. Maybe a couple. But Pueblo West gets the stop. They'll take that timeout to stop the clock right here. So at 36.4 seconds, Monarch's going to be facing a 4th down. And you got to think they're going to want to punt the football. But we'll see. We'll see exactly what they decide to do. Keep in mind, Pueblo West has struggled on the kicking game. Not a team that feels very comfortable kicking the football as far as field goals are concerned. They already had a missed field goal and a blocked extra point today. So the special teams for Pueblo West, not exactly dangerous, but probably just enough, especially when you have Jackson. It doesn't really matter where the football is. As long as they have the football, he's got a chance to score from anywhere. So punt formation is Monarch Jeff Clary back around the 25. And a low snap, he'll get the ball off, and it'll be fielded at right around the 35-yard line. There's a broken tackle and taken down. And close to the 45 is Ward. And that'll run off a few more seconds. So 26.6 seconds to go. If you're Monarch, you just want to make sure you keep everybody in front of you, especially that speedy Jackson, because he can get quite a few yards in an instant. So we're getting close to that halftime, but Pueblo West trying to see if they can get on the board, maybe take the lead going into the locker room. 7-6 the score. 26.6 seconds to go. Ball is officially on the 44-yard line of Pueblo West. A 3 wide receiver set, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near. Drury setting up in close to a pistol formation. Jackson directly behind him. He will give it to Jackson up the middle. He'll find a seam. He's still on his feet down to the 45-yard line. He'll be dragged down inside the 45, and I think he was able to, I think the clock's still going to roll. Nope, he got out of bounds. Looked like the ref was signaling for the clock to roll, but it is not rolling. 16.6 seconds left. Jackson all alone in the backfield, single back formation. And there's the clock, the ball is set, so here we go, 11.8, and he'll spike the football. And there we go, they had to stop the clock to get the ball set, so 11.8 left to go here in the first half. And the ball will be right around the 42. So Pueblo West might be able to get a couple more plays in. But from where they're sitting right now, they don't have any timeouts. So they're going to have to get out of bounds really quick, whether it be run or pass. Officials trying to make sure everything is set. Ball's at the 42. Monarch back on defense. Here we go. All right. Added, I think, a couple hundredths or tenths of a second there. So 13 seconds even left on the clock. Snap. Right to Drury. Plenty of time out of the shotgun. Rolling now to his right. Getting chased by that Monarch defense. He'll be tackled inside the 40. Clock is rolling down. Pueblo West can't stop it, and we're going to go to the half with a Monarch 7-6 lead over Pueblo West. Solid first half by both squads, but Monarch has the slight edge as we head to the locker room. Second half of the 4A semifinals coming your way. It is only moments away from now. James Gomez with you. You're watching the 4A semifinals on CHSAA TV. We'll be back with the second half. We are back underway for the 4A semifinals here at Centaurus High School. James Gomez hanging out with you on a cloudy Saturday. 7-6, Monarch has the lead as we get started with the second half of play. Monarch and Pueblo West. Marks had a 20-yard touchdown in that first quarter to get it a 7-0 ball game. Then Pueblo West answered with Derek Jackson, an 80-yard scamper all the way down the field. And beyond that, both teams playing pretty good defense. So we have a 7-6 ball game, and the second half getting ready to start. So Monarch will kick it off. They will kick it off from the right to the left across your video screen. And, of course, we welcome all of you watching on CHSAA TV today. In this 4A semifinal, the winner moves on to the state championship game where they'll play Denver South or Mesa Ridge. So getting it all set is Jamie Fallon. He'll get it teed up right at the 40. 12 minutes on the clock. We're getting set to kick off here in the second half of the 4A semifinals. Monarch sitting on that 1-point lead as we begin the third quarter. And there it is. High and far, and once again it'll sail right over the head of number 23 for Pueblo West, and that is Cameron Clough. And the Cyclones will start off the second half on the 20-yard line. Missed extra point on that touchdown by Jackson. It was blocked. Then they got the onside kick, as they always try to do, always attempt that onside kick, move down the field, but then missed a field goal. So 7-6 is where we sit. We are all set to go. Drury under center. There's Jackson. He'll find a hole right up the middle of the field. Makes one man miss down to the secondary inside the 35-yard line. Getting close to the 40 here on the very first play. Close to a 15-yard gain by the Cyclones. So first down, and just like that, Derek Jackson showing you better be ready to go from the start. So there's Jackson again up the middle. He'll take that carry. This time Monarch's defense wraps him up for about maybe 2 yards. Jackson's so dangerous, averaging over 10 yards a carry coming into the ball game, and he puts up video game type numbers. The 2 playoff games that he's played in so far this season, he had over 600 yards in both those games combined. And there he is again on that near side. And he'll get wrapped up right around the 40. For Monarch, number 24, Colin Hart, was in on the tackle that time. Monarch's defense, for the most part, outside of that big 80-yard run for a touchdown, they've given Jackson a fairly hard day today, at least made life somewhat difficult for him, as tough as you can. So 11 minutes to go, just underway here in the second half, the third quarter. Monarch hold on to a 7-6 lead, and third down and 6 to go. Monarch trying to get off the field and give the football to their offense here in the second half. There's Clough in motion right behind the quarterback, Drury. He'll give it to Jackson up the middle. He'll fight for first down yardage, and he'll move down to around the 47-yard line. That should be good for a first. And once again, the Cyclones move the sticks. At Pueblo West offensive line, Ryder, Ortiz, Baca, Rojas, and Head. 2 wide receivers, both split out I formation. Drury under center. Jackson again. This time he'll move off to that right side of the formation. That'll be good for about 5 yards. So now Pueblo West moving the football now inside of Monarch territory. Pueblo West, those road white jerseys. Monarch in their home all blacks here in Centaurus High School in Lafayette, Colorado. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Expect to see that clock just run as both these teams keep the football on the ground. There's that 4-4 formation. Give right up the middle. That'll be the fullback. It looks like he'll get close to a first down. He'll push forward over that first down yardage is Bass all the way down to around the 40-yard line. Bass, such a nice compliment to have opposite Jackson. Tough runner. He can get those yards inside, keep that Monarch defense honest. And now another first down for Pueblo West as they're just staying ahead of the chain so far in this opening drive here in the second half. They started on their own 20 off the touchback. 2 wide receivers set to that near side. Another I formation, but a pistol as Drury will run the option. He'll keep it himself. Down inside to the 35-yard line, getting close to the 30 in first down yardage. That'll be close to about 9 yards on the carry on first down. So second and, I guess, 2, 1.5, a long one or a short 2, whatever you want to call it. And this is exactly where Pueblo West wants to be. Those second and shorts, third and shorts, almost impossible to keep them off the field. They can get those big first down yardage. So once again, there's that pistol formation. Drury, they give right up the middle to Jackson. He's wrapped up by the Monarch defense, but he'll get close to a first down right around the 30-yard line. I think he got it. They'll place it on around the 30.5. They're going to bring the chains out to measure, or they think they got it. You can almost eyeball that thing. It looks like looks like the refs want to bring the chains out, so it looks like they will bring the chain gang out to get this thing exact. It's awfully close. I think Jackson had it. We'll see exactly where they have as they pull the chain about as tight as they can get it, place it down, and from where I'm standing, I can't even tell. It looks like it's an inch short. So an inch to go on third down. So Pueblo West, you think they'll probably just keep it safe here, do a quarterback keeper for Drury, maybe a QB sneak right up the middle, or at the very least a quick handoff to Jackson. Drury with the play. Cyclones break huddle. One wide receiver down to that near side is Clough. I formation. 2 tight ends set. There's Jackson up the middle, flag, and I think Monarch might have crossed the line of scrimmage there. We'll see exactly what the call is, or if someone was drawn offside. But if this is on Pueblo West, that would be a huge penalty because it was third and an inch. Monarch seems pretty happy about the call, so this would be a false start on Pueblo West. What a huge penalty. Coach Monty Pinkerton cannot be happy about that. You've got almost as close to a guaranteed first down as you can get on third and we're talking probably not even the length of your pinky finger. Then all of a sudden it becomes 3rd and 5. So that changes things up just a bit. So the ball will be moved back to around the 35.5. Cyclones break huddle again. 1 wide receiver, near side, eye set. Toss to the left. There's Jackson. Will he get to the corner? He'll at least break forward and he'll get that first down easy. He'll get 7-8 yards on that carry. So the penalty, no problem for the Cyclones as they get that first down regardless. And they will keep this drive moving. Substitution being made for Monarch. Cole Watson running off the field, I believe. Or was that Jacob Stockerbrand? I think that was Stockbrand that ran off the field. First and 10. 7-6. Monarch sitting on that 1-point lead. Pueblo West trying to get the lead back. Jackson, he'll take it off to the right side of the formation, and he'll get maybe another 4 yards on that carry. There's Pueblo West once again just staying ahead of the chains. Monarch with a huge defensive stand in that first half. In the second quarter when Pueblo West moved down the field, got into around 1st and goal to go, and then the Monarch defense getting Jackson in the backfield and a couple stops forcing him to take a field goal attempt which was missed. 2 wide receivers, play action fake, and there's Drury. He's going to find room on that left side corner. Still on his feet down and finally pushed out of bounds around the 10. First down, and we got a 1st and goal coming up here, I think. You got to keep your eye on Drury. He is a very quick runner himself at the quarterback position. Not a big guy. But if you put too much attention on Jackson, he'll make you pay. So it looks like they'll be just outside the 10-yard line, right at the 11. So first down and 10. They'll need the 1 for a first. Pueblo West, a long opening drive here. There's that pistol formation again. Option to the right. And met up in the backfield and tackled is Drury. Nowhere to go with the football. A loss of about 2 there. There's that Monarch defense again, trying to come up big when it matters most. That bend but don't break. So 2nd and 11. Pueblo West can get a first down and not score. Drury gets the call, runs back into the huddle. Two wide receivers on either side of the formation, heavy to the right side. I set. There's Jackson again. He'll get wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. Another huge play by that Monarch defense, this time led by Connor Fitzgerald, the senior. 6:10 to go here in the third quarter. Pueblo West taking this opening drive so far. They've taken it 70 yards. 80 would be a touchdown. But Monarch's defense coming up strong and forcing a 3rd down and 8 now. And if you're Pueblo West, the way that your kicking game's been going, you'd like to give yourself at least a 4th down and short. Give you the option. I formation again. Strong to the left. Play action fake. Rolling to his right. Drury trying to find an open receiver. Getting chased down to the pocket. He's going to have to run with it. And he'll get wrapped up and hit inside the 10. Huge stop by number 24, Colin Hart. And the Monarch defense again forcing Pueblo West into a 4th down right inside that 10-yard line. The question now is, are they going to go for the touchdown? 4th down and 6 officially. Summers is coming onto the field now. It looks like he's going to come on for a field goal attempt. So Summer and Drury standing there in that backfield. Drury gets the count. He's your holder. We've got a field goal attempt coming up. If this goes in, Pueblo West takes the lead. The snap, it's blocked. Another block. And Monarch's defense again with a huge stop. And 7-6 is where we will stay with the Monarch Coyotes getting the football back. And you talk about momentum in these huge games and how that can work in your favor, work against you. Monarch just getting beat back the entire way, but they did not give up that big play to Pueblo West, and they were able to give their defense a chance. So Monarch back on the field. There's Marks. He'll take the ball, and he'll take it up the middle, and he'll get pushed by that Pueblo West defense after he gets maybe a couple of yards there. Monarch's defense again coming up so big for the 2nd time today, letting Pueblo West get close to that goal line, but not letting them in. Marks the single back. We'll have a pass attempt on that near side, and that'll be knocked away by Cameron Berry on the defending that ball very nicely. That pass intended for Leachman, I believe. So 3rd down and long now off that pass attempt that was incomplete. Neither of these teams like to throw the football very much, as you've seen already today. Tight formation, Watson under center. And it'll be a give up the middle, but that'll be well short of a first down. That was Sewell on the carry. So Monarch a huge stop on defense, but Pueblo West forcing a 3-and-out. Clock still rolling now, 3:47 to go here in the third quarter. Fallon all alone standing at the 35. Here's the punt. High, wobbly, it'll take a bounce right inside the 50, and that is where Monarch is going to fall on the football just inside the 50-yard line on the Pueblo West side. So Pueblo West will get about half a field to work with this time. So Pueblo West hulling up on another change of possession. 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones trailing by 1 point, and that's where they've pretty much been trailing here for the most of this football game. Maybe just a yard there on the rush attempt to make it a 2nd down and long. The thing about Pueblo West, especially with Jackson, you've got the ability to score just no matter where you are on the field. He is so quick. He is a home run hitter. It almost doesn't matter what the down and distance is with that weapon. So 2 wide receivers, one either side, eye set. This will be the fullback. He'll take it. That'll be Bass. I think he held on to the football. Looks like he almost lost it for a second. But Bass, another rushing attempt up the middle, and won't even get anywhere. So 3rd and 9. Interior of the Monarch defense holding strong. Jury with the play. Cyclones break huddle. Under 2.5 to go. 2 wide receivers. Staying in that I formation. There's the give to Jackson. He'll get some good blocking. He'll make one man miss before getting tripped up. Nice defense by Jeff Clary to keep Jackson short of the 1st down marker. He'll get inside the 45-yard line, or right to the 45. So 4th down and about, 3. And the way things have been going for Pueblo West, they're going to go for this 1st down right here. This has been a defensive football game. But Pueblo West thinks they can get it. Huge chance for Monarch to get the football back and come up with a 4-and-out. Jackson up the middle. He'll get wrapped up and he'll push forward right past the 1st down marker down close to the 40. So big 1st down pickup for the Cyclones. Now 1.5 minutes left in the third. Monarch crowd quieted there just for a minute. They had a chance to force Pueblo West into that 4th down turnover, but once again, Jackson, such a strong runner, you got to like your odds that he'll pick up 4 yards on at least 1 carry, that's for sure. You give him 2 chances, you'll definitely get it. So on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. They give to Jackson again out of the shotgun, and he'll be wrapped up after a couple yards. For a semifinals brought to you by CHSAA TV, James Gomez with you. Pleased to bring you today's broadcast on a Saturday afternoon here in Lafayette, Colorado on Centaurs High School. Winner moving on to the state championship game. Back in the pistol. Jackson takes it. He'll fumble the football. I think he fell on it, though. I think Jackson will retain possession, but we'll see what happens. Jackson did lose the football on the handoff, and he will get it back. So a bit of a scare for Pueblo West. They'll take a 3rd and long turnover. So 3rd and 9 now, just on the Monarch side of the 40-yard line. And with 10 seconds to go, that might have been the last play here of the third quarter. What a quick third quarter that was. Jeez. Third quarter coming to an end. Be counting it down. 3 quarters in the books. Monarch holding on to a 7-6 lead. I'm James Gomez. You're watching the 4A semifinals on CHSAA TV. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment. Well, that was a quick third quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, getting set for the fourth. 7-6. Monarch has the lead. 3rd down and 9 for Pueblo West as they're trying to keep this drive alive here in the second half. Fourth quarter underway, and a stop by Dexter Jackson trying to get down to that right side of the field on the far side, and he'll get knocked back a yard. So 4th down and 10. Decision time again coming up for Pueblo West. Our championship coverage is presented by College in Colorado, where higher education is the key to a student's future. From improved salaries to unique experiences and greater life choices, collegeincolorado.org can help your student create a lifelong plan and explore their dreams for the future. That's collegeincolorado.org. This is the 4A semifinals. 4th down and 10. Pueblo West trailing by 1 point. Fourth quarter, 7-6. They need a first down to keep this drive alive, and that'll be a flag. And a delay of game call, I believe, on the Cyclones, so that's huge. That is a big-time penalty to make it a 4th down and 15. And I think with that, I think Coach Pinkerton might be thinking, let's just play field position and punt this football away. So it looks like that's what they're going to do. Logan Sewell will be back to receive the punt, but Monarch will be in a defensive formation here. And that will be a punt down, angled to that near side corner, and the official will place it right around the 15-yard line. So Monarch comes up with a huge stop on defense, and they'll get the football back up by a point. "11 minutes is all that separates Monarch from a trip to Denver, Colorado, to Sports Authority Field to play in that state championship football game against either Denver South or Mesa Ridge. Whoever wins that football game, they're underway right now as we speak at C.A. Foster Stadium. Back on offense goes Monarch. Watson under center, tight formation. And that flex bone, and that'll be a give to Marks, and he'll take it a sweep on that near side for around 4 yards, close to 5. Monarch's defense has played incredibly well today. They gave up that big 80-yard touchdown to Jackson. Other than that, they have kept that Pueblo West offense in front of them. Here's another give. And this will be taken up the middle, and that will be good enough for a first down. Sewell on the carry inside the 30. Watson coming out of the huddle now. Under center for the Coyotes. 10:20 to go in the ball game. In motion is Marks. He'll take the handoff, make one man miss, and then get taken down right at the 35. About 3 yards, so about 2nd and 7 to go now for Monarch. Clock just winding down. We're inside of 10 minutes now. 1 point is all that separates Monarch and Pueblo West. Tight formation again. Marks gets the pitch. Same play. He'll get another 2 yards there. Maybe just a yard there in that carry. So 3rd and around 6 to go for a first down. We got a score for you. Denver South a 6-0 lead, I believe. And that is in the 3rd quarter, if I was correct there. So Denver South currently a 6-0 lead. My man Tucker telling me what's going on in the other ball game. Marks right up the middle off the toss. He'll get to the 40. He'll be shy a couple of yards of the first. So big stand by Pueblo West, and they should force a punt here by Monarch. But that may not be the case. Looks like they might be gambling here. Watson getting a play call. So back in the huddle, so we're going to dance. 4th down and 2 yards to go, under 9 minutes left in the state championship. A bit of a gamble here by the Coyotes, but they know if they can keep that clock running. I formation. Marks up the middle. He'll push forward right at the stick. And I think he got it by a yard. And that's just mano-a-mano football right there. First down Monarch, huge first down, as they'll keep that clock rolling along and keep possession. A couple substitutions being made back on the field now for Monarch as Sewell. They'll line up at tight formation. Sewell will get the toss to the left side, and he'll bust forward for maybe a yard. Tough going there as Pueblo West on defense. Not a lot of room to roam, especially with Braden Berry coming in the linebacker position. Inside of 8 minutes now. Ball on the 45. 2nd out and 9. Marks with the carry. And he is met by a wall of Pueblo West defenders. I believe that was Ryan Olson leading the way. Third down and 6. So another 3rd down for Monarch, and since they have already proven this is 4-down territory for them, Pueblo West would like to see a stop here for maybe no yards on this play. Marks will get the toss up the middle. He'll kind of roll off to that right side of the formation. He'll get forward for close to 5 yards. So a 4th down and 1, and you got to assume Monarch's going to go for it. I don't think there'll be much thinking at all. Seeing as how they went for it on 4th and 2. I don't think a 3rd and 1 will stop them. Inside Pueblo West territory now. Pueblo West trying to get that crowd into it. The Monarch crowd answering. They're getting into it. 4th down and 1. Another big down here in the 4A semifinals. Marks with the toss. He'll get to this first down marker, I think, right down to the 45. That should be good. Needed 1, he got 2. Another first down, and Monarch keeps the clock moving. Under 6.5. And the ball is spotted. That'll get the clock going once again. Watson gets the play. Sewell in motion. He'll get the handoff. Up the middle. 4 yards, maybe closer to 3, it looks like. Now 6 minutes. As you just heard, Denver South had that 6-0 lead over Mesa Ridge last we saw in the 3rd. Those teams trying to get to the state championship game in the semifinals of the 4A. Right here, Pueblo West and Monarch battling it out to get to Denver, the Sports Authority Field, to see who can win that state championship football game. Marks will take the carry up the middle, diving down to the 35. That could be a first down again for Monarch. Huge drive for Monarch when they need it the most as they hold on to a 1-point lead. It looks like he'll be down right inside that first down marker on the 36 and a half. So he'll be just a short yard, and I mean a short yard shy of a first. So third and a short one coming up. Monarch not even messing around here. It's been the same tight flexbone formation that we've seen virtually every single snap here on this drive and every single snap of the second half. Timeout called, and Monarch, I think, wants to talk this one over, so they'll take a timeout. This broadcast from CHSAA TV brought to you by Adams State University. Our students appreciate the fact they're not seen as a number in ACF faces, that it feels like a home here. Small class sizes and caring faculty make it a positive difference when it comes to student success. Get the support you deserve and choose the right path to your future at Adams State University. For more information, visit adams.edu. What a game we've had so far today in this 4A semifinal. 7-6 is the score. Both these teams just battling it out. I got an update here for you. Tucker's got one for me. Denver South has taken a 12-0 lead in the third quarter over Mesa Ridge. So Mesa Ridge find themselves in a little bit of trouble in that 4A semifinal out at C.A. Foster Stadium. Of course, the winner of that game, if Denver South can hold on, they move to the state championship game where they will play either Pueblo West or Monarch. And Monarch right now, just a long drive that they have been on. I think this one started down near their own 13-yard line. Again, 3rd and 1. Quarterback keeper Watson will run right over the line of scrimmage, and that'll be a first down for Monarch again. Pueblo West has to come up with a stop here. Monarch just bleeding this clock out. And if they can come up with a touchdown, that would be huge. Back under center is Watson. Flexbone formation. Everyone just bunched up at the line of scrimmage. Finding a little bit of room on the right side is Marks, and he'll get maybe a yard there. Importantly, though, for the Coyotes, that clock is just continuing to count down. 4:15 left to go in the ball game. Monarch trying to punch a ticket. Monarch won a state championship back in 2002, trying to get another one. And hit behind the line of scrimmage, Jacob Torres with a huge tackle on Marks. And finally, Pueblo West getting that Monarch team to move backwards. And they'll take a timeout. That'll stop the clock at 3:53, but a huge play on defense by Torres. And Pueblo West needed that big time. Again, Monarch 2 championship game appearances. They won in 2002. Pueblo West was there in 2007. And that was the one time that Pueblo West was in the state championship game. And that was against Monarch. So both these schools in these big games, they definitely know each other. And they meet here in the 4A semifinals. 3rd down and I guess 10 and a half. So Pueblo West trying to get that football back. It's been a long drive by Monarch. Tight Maryland I formation. This will be Marks. He'll get some good blocking up the middle. He'll roll forward. It'll be close to a first down, but I think a yard or two shy. Right inside the 30-yard line. 4th down and a long one, I think. What a huge pickup there by Marks. They'll count it. They'll make it officially 2. So they're going for it. Here we go. Pueblo West got to get a stop right here. Marks with the toss up the middle. He got a first down. He'll roll over to the 20-yard line. Into the red zone goes Monarch. The clock continues to roll, and they're that much closer to the end zone now. Another fourth down pickup. I think that is the third one on this drive for Monarch High School. On the 21, so they're a yard shy in the red zone, back in that I formation. 3 backs directly behind Watson. Marks again, the carry, right side. He'll get tackled by number 44. Wrapped up by Brandon Summer. 2:48 left. We've got a second down and looks like maybe 5 or 6. They'll have 6 yards. So second down and 6. Back in that I formation. Again, Marks trying that right side of the field. He'll bust forward close to the 10-yard line. That'll be close to a first down. Looks like they might want to take a look and measure this guy. If he might be, gosh, it's close. It's hard to tell from here. I think he might be just a little bit shy. I think the first down is just inside the 10 is what he needs. And that's where they have the football. So they'll get the change set. Bring him tight, and we'll see if he's short at all. And it's a first down. Knows the football. Huge, huge for Monarch. With under 2.5 minutes left in this football game, Monarch's got a chance to punch the football into the end zone here. They give themselves an even bigger lead than they have already. Regardless, though, they have eaten a lot of clock. You know that Pueblo West defense has got to be tired. Hands are on the hips. And if you're Pueblo West, you want to at least force Monarch to a field goal try here. Marks gets the football. He's taken from behind immediately by Jacob Torres, who got into the backfield. So huge tackle by Torres again. And a timeout called by Pueblo West. They do not want that clock to run off much more than it already has. And at this point is when you want to start calling those timeouts. Because Monarch's either going to get a score or not at this point. There's really nowhere else to go for them as far as the field is concerned. So they're on the 9-yard line. It'll be second down and 9. So second and technically not goal to go, but it's close to it. Monarch crowd getting into it. On their feet, cheering on their Coyote team. Under 2 minutes left to play. Second down. Marks right at the middle. He's met by the Pueblo West defense. Flag is thrown right at the 10. So it'll be a penalty on Pueblo West. So that'll move the football forward another 5 yards. Ball looks like it's right on the 4. If Monarch can punch this in and get a touchdown, that'd be a huge backbreaker for Pueblo West. They would get the ball back with probably around a minute left to go, maybe a little bit less depending on what happens here. But at this point, Cyclones got to come up with a stop and get that football back. Here's the snap on second down. Mark's trying to bull his way forward into the end zone, but number 72 ain't going to have any of that. That's Diego Rojas on the tackle, wrapping up Marks. That'll bring it to third down now. Pueblo West defense has been out there for pretty much the entire fourth quarter. This has been a long, drawn-out drive by Monarch. Pueblo West will take a timeout. People count on Farm Bureau Insurance for quality products, fast, fair claims, service, and insurance coverage that makes sense. That means you get the protection you need, along with some of the best discounts available. People from every walk of life depend on Farm Bureau Insurance, and you can too. Colorado Farm Bureau Insurance. Get real coverage. Thanks a lot to all our sponsors, of course, here for the 4A semifinals on CHSAA TV. James Gomez with you on a Saturday that seems to just be getting chillier and chillier. That wind can be pretty strong at times, and that has really cooled things down today, but both these teams keeping the football on the ground. So we haven't really seen the weather be much of a factor. Sun just barely peeking out of some overcast clouds over Lafayette, Colorado. Third down and 2 is the situation. Only a minute 10 left in this ball game. Pueblo West trying to come up with a stop here. Tight formation again. Marks up the middle, and he might have crossed the goal line. Touchdown, Monarch. Huge play. On the 3-yard run by Ethan Marks. And the junior adds to the Coyotes' lead. Extra point all set up for Jamie Fallon. 13-6 the score, trying to make it a 14-6 ball game, and I think one of the Pueblo West defenders jumped early. There'll be an offside call on Pueblo West. They'll just decline it and try again. So we'll try this extra point attempt once again. 13-6 the score. The snap, the hold, and it is directly through the uprights. 14-6 is the score. And that technically is a one-possession game. The Cyclones can get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion and tie this thing up. Marks had that opening touchdown in the first quarter, about 20 yards out. Monarch has had the lead the entirety of the football game. Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown for Pueblo West also in the first quarter, but the extra point was blocked. Keep in mind, Pueblo West has only had a blocked extra point, but a missed field goal attempt and a blocked field goal attempt. Those are the things that make a difference in a ball game like this. Only a minute 6 to go in the ball game. That's all that separates Monarch from a trip to the state championship game in Sports Authority Field. Ball on the 40-yard line. Cameron Clough back to receive at the goal line, but pretty much every single kickoff so far for Monarch has gone right out of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes Fallon again. He's set at the 30. And he's set to kick off. It'll be up to Monarch's defense to hold. Here's the kickoff. High and short. They don't want a return on this one. It'll be fumbled. Fumbled, and it might be covered up by Monarch. What a huge turn of events if it is. Right off the up man's chest onto the ground, and I think Monarch might come up with the football here. If it is, they can pretty much sit on the ball, and I think they've got it. There's the Monarch sideline erupting into a celebration as they get the football back on a costly turnover for Pueblo West, and that'll probably do it. Monarch can just sit on the football now. Monarch just trying to play it safe, didn't want to give up a big return. A very high kick, short, where it landed just inside the 35-yard line, but Pueblo West couldn't handle it. And at this point, it looks like Watson will probably just sit on the football. Victory formation now for Monarch. There's a kneel down, and the clock will roll. A minute and counting. Monarch, the preseason #1 football team coming in. That early loss on the road against Wheat Ridge, they have been perfect ever since. And they have been challenged today, no doubt about it. They have not had an easy fight at all against this Pueblo West Cyclone football team, as it has been a close. 19 seconds, that'll do it. Monarchs celebrating, meeting themselves down in the middle of the field. 10 seconds to go as the clock counts down, and Monarch will move on to the state championship game for the first time since 2007 and play Denver South or Mesa Ridge. That's all she wrote. 14-6 will be our final. Monarch moves on to 12-1 now so far in the season, and Pueblo West, their first loss of 2012, and what a rough time to have that first loss here in the semifinals. So much credit to them. Huge season for the Cyclones. Unfortunately, had to end for one of them as both teams are shaking hands down at the 50-yard line. Monarch, 2 championship game appearances. As I said, they did win the state championship in 2002. They met Pueblo West in 2007 for the title. Pueblo West got the win. So Monarch besting Pueblo West today to move on to the state championship, where, again, they'll play either Denver South or Mesa Ridge. And last we saw, Denver South had the lead heading there close to that fourth quarter.
It's still going.
Both teams shaking hands, and that'll be it. Monarch running down to their side of the field now in front of their fans. Everyone's celebrating. Huge win for the Coyotes today as they send Pueblo West home, and Monarch will move on, and they'll get to play again next weekend for the 4A state championship game. What a day it's been. So glad to bring you this presentation here with CHSAA TV. An excellent football game, 14-6, the final score as Monarch gets the W. Thanks so much, of course, to Brian and Tucker for helping me out today. Excellent job on the technical side of things, making everything look good for you. James Gomez with you, CHSAA TV. Thanks so much for joining us. State championship game is next for Monarch.